So the day of reckoning, the day Hololive almost died. Now this is a day I'm kind of unfamiliar with, but you know who's not unfamiliar with this is you. If you like this video itself and subscribe to the channel, because then you're gonna keep yourself updated. I would have really appreciated if you did that. But now, you know, let's get into this little situation because I've never heard about this. This guy sounds interesting.
This very short video was already being scripted and made over 2 weeks ago, but because of the Donathon, some personal circumstances, and my rush to
hope you're
finish
well,
the
dude.
Menhera video, I completely forgot it existed until I saw this Twitter post about it. So, thank you for the
Ooh.
reminder, Twitter person. Also, I go stream games over on Twitch occasionally. Link in the description.
You
Follow
want to
me
collab, man? I love your shit. Baby bitch, I love you.
there, please. Thank you.
We gotta rate him.
When you are a pioneer, when you start in an evolving industry that no one has set any precedents for, you tend to make mistakes.
Good game.
A lot of mistakes, even.
True.
It can range from the smallest nothing burger dramas to moderately consequential situations to near meltdowns of an entire culture, community, or even company.
Whenever you are live for hours and hours yapping unfiltered, somehow you might end up saying something bad. As much as you don't want it to ever happen, it just might randomly happen. A slip up, something you fuck up with, it
And
It
when
is
you
what it
slowly
is.
increase in scale, sometimes companies and content creators
Yeah.
alike can think that they're
How
still
could my
obscure
content
enough that
creators
big
say that?
corporations and influential figures wouldn't even notice or bother to care about them. Sometimes, people, including myself, just forget that
Yeah.
they're no longer the same
We'll never
person
say
that
that.
can do or say whatever they were able to back then.
Hmm.
Now, when you're on the map, even if you don't want to, you need to be a lot more careful about what you say, who you associate with, what you do.
True.
Especially if you care about keeping up
I've seen people look at this one streamer and anybody else associating themselves with that streamer. We don't like you anymore. We don't like you, man. You talk to this guy. How dare you? You talk to this girl. How dare you blacklisted? It's very weird. I don't know. Like, man, can't people just have friends?
appearances
And opinions?
or trying to make certain friends in certain circles.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a company who is in an industry and niche that relies on keeping up appearances or trying to make friends in certain circles. If you're lucky, you've done your due diligence and took the advice of those who have come before you and
Imagine
came
having
prepared.
friends. I know.
But again, this is an industry where nobody has come before them. And in those situations, you learn the hard way.
Ooh.
Hololive was one of those that learned the hard way. I'm not sure if that was actually the case for this situation, but it felt like it was, though take that with as much salt as you need. When one day, Ukami Miyu was twice struck by Capcom due to games and content that did not have their proper permissions.
Damn.
It was a moment where the company nearly died. An event that explains the strictness when it comes to perms for VTuber agencies afterwards, not just for Hololive, not just for Nijisanji, but for other JP Corpos and other entities that were watching. It set a precedent.
Yeah, I've seen that. Just like the streamers who played Hogwarts Legacy on Twitter went like, I'm never associating with this person anymore. I had somebody that I was always kind to, always respected, had even collabed with them. I was super nice with them. Always. They were super nice to me. I rated them. They never rated me. And I played Hogwarts Legacy. And because I played Hogwarts Legacy on stream, which I got gifted by a viewer, they unfollowed me and have never talked to me ever since. How dare I? It's that kind of mindset that really tells you, man, humans have definitely not evolved. Like, what is going on here? What is this?
To what should and shouldn't be done as a VTuber company. A VTuber almost
I really didn't understand the hate of Hogwarts Legacy. The game was just super progressive. I think this it's just stupid. It was just stupid.
graduated tons upon tons of content, thousands of watch hours lost to time if they were unarchived. Morale died alongside some VODs. It was a time when people genuinely thought it might
The
be
problem was that I played a game regarding British people. People don't like that. They don't want to see they don't want to see the Brits, man.
past for Hololive.
Oi, mate.
This was called the Holo. The Holo.
What? The Holo.
If you
What?
came into HoloLive in 2019 and 2020, then you know that there are infamous streams and infamous clips that many HoloLive fans now may be aware of, like this one.
Now that's brain rot.
Sakura.
Why would I laugh?
That's an old Sakura Miko clip too.
And that's just one. There are many infamous clips and moments and very fun streams that was just wiped from the face of the earth. Ghost Trick was a Capcom game that Ukami Miyu played one day and then Capcom went after her ass, striking
Why?
her channel twice and removing the VOD entirely. And then all of a sudden, a lot of VODs from other non-Capcom games from other HoloLive members were also getting taken down.
Jesus.
Cover Corp apologized to Capcom for this, having Miyu suspend her VTubing activities outside Twitter for a month to let things die down. Ukami Miyu apologized for this as well. Everybody apologized for this,
What?
creating a panic in the fan base. And to give some visualization as to how much was lost, look at this graph. The green were the amount of stuff that remained after the Holocaust. The gray were all the
What?
videos that disappeared. Some members lost as much as 90% of their goddamn content wiped from the face of the earth. The HLG and JP boards were losing their minds over this. JP Twitter, even. And what made it worse was the fact that this happened weeks or so before the Alloway graduation. I wasn't lying when I said that 2020 for HoloLive was a year of strife as it was a year of growth. Plenty of people who liked HoloLive members hated the HoloLive company for how incompetent management was. It was back-to-back of drama and controversies, and this one was one of the worst ones. Entire playlists were wiped clean.
Oh
all
my
of them
God.
were gone. After apologies were made and announcements to do better was done, Capcom actually straight up admitted that they were indeed copyright striking them,
But
purposely
why?
going after Cover Corp to perhaps make an example out of
What
them.
kind of example?
But wait, Nusagi, you bunny fucker. I don't get one
You
thing.
bunny fucker?
So Capcom goes after their ass and copy struck Mio to make an example of her, right? Why were other games that Capcom did not own get taken down as well? And the simple answer is that Cover Corp got put the fear of God in them. All the streams and videos of games that they did not get hard permissions for
Because they did not have a license to play the game? Did they not purchase the game? Did they not own the game? Are you kidding me? Is this like a Japanese? They did? So what's the issue? What? Dude, I've never heard this in my life. Oh, they're doing the Nintendo thing because you're streaming. Oh my God. What the Why? Why? Oh no.
were then deemed a liability. It was an avenue to get the channels taken down. So if Capcom struck them and then to kick a man while he's down, Nintendo, FromSoft, or Sega went after
I
their
think that is dumb, by the way. I think that if you sell a game and somebody buys the game, they should be allowed to both stream it, make videos of it. They should do whatever they want. They can mod it because they bought the game. You bought the game. You bought the license to use the game itself. I think you should completely be fine with it. It's stupid. I think like whenever I hear this situation, I don't want to ever buy games from that company ever. Like, that's
as
what
well.
I think.
You can see how it's genuinely possible that every single
You get your
HoloLive
yapping
member
license?
could actually get
Yeah.
terminated from YouTube.
Talk to the Yap God
company
himself.
would die. HoloLive wanted to cover their base, make sure that no channel would have anything that would be strikeable. But even then, some fans didn't think that privating the video was going to be enough to save them from the risk of companies still going after them. Some managers even panicked.
They
so
want to sell separate license for making content with their IP. That is so stupid. So they want to, okay, fuck, dude. So they want to like try to get some more money by people advertising their game. That is the most like backward and like idea I've ever heard in my life. You're advertising my games to your audience. You know what? The advertisement you are making for me free. You know what? That advertisement, you should be paying me to advertise my game for free. How dare you? Jesus Christ, what is going on?
much that they did not just private a lot of these VODs, but delete them. Subaru
It's
especially
the same
was
with
one
music record agencies. I can somehow understand it a little bit with music, but at the same time, I don't. Like, if I hear a good song from like somewhere, I'll listen to that song. I'll put it on my playlist and start listening more to that song. Oh, heck, I wouldn't probably never find out about that song. The same goes for many games. There are many games I see that I would never probably ever play, and then I watch my streamer play it, and I'm like, oh, this looks fun. I want to play it now.
Such victim of this
You're
panic.
using Logic,
So
they
at
are
the end of
not.
the day, all of these VODs were gone.
Do you sometimes feel like that? I feel like I don't know what it is, but sometimes I feel like I am living in a different age than some people. Because I look at how people behave and react, and it feels like some people are in like a completely different like time than me. I don't know. Do you get what I mean? Because I feel there's some people that are thinking very progressive, and some people that really think completely back of the line, like they just came out from the 1800s. I don't know.
But some of them were actually back. Despite this whole situation, it actually had a good ending. Neo was welcomed back with open arms, and eventually, as Cover Corp started to get bigger and learn from their mistakes, they started acquiring licenses and hard permissions from companies before even remotely allowing the talents to play them monetized. The monetization aspect was a key part of why Cover Corp and Capcom and other companies for that matter was having this little kerfuffle over here. But eventually, they made it so that the VODs that were not actually deleted were slowly getting unprivated, recovered. Cover Corp even made an announcement that they struck a deal with Capcom, and Capcom even had a collaboration merch with Mio herself, which is, given their past context, meaningful. Both companies buried the hatchet and were essentially married now. Perhaps it was a way to make amends with each other, but regardless, this whole situation scarred Hololive and served as a don't for other agencies that were observing. It's why Hololive and those other companies are fickle when it comes to permissions. It's why shit like this has to be monitored, why perms and available games are limited.
Because if it happens once, why will it not happen again, right? And this hurts all their talents, and it hurts their business in so many ways. Like, obviously, now why I just don't know why this has to be a thing that ever happened. I mean, now it just reduces the amount of time people would work with them. And I think that the only way they could ever repair this bond is really by doing collaboration that they're doing there, which is really cool.
If a company thinks he's violating something, or one is second guessing their own permissions, maybe get that confirmation for real. Hololive and even Niji still can't play a lot of games today. Fucking Japan doesn't have a fair use law, so it's a bit difficult for them, but they'd rather not risk it in fear of having a holo happen again. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the day Hololive almost died. The copyright arc. The Holocaust. Whatever people want to call it.
The Holocaust.
Honestly, I like the Holocaust because it's just funny. Look at this JP tweet. What a banger. And let me try to make my own joke here. Change your name from Hololive to Honolive because after this incident, these hoes aren't alive.
Damn.
End the video.
That's crazy. Y'all hear that? Damn. What? I don't know, man. Anyways, that sucks. Listen, that sucks. Can we get an L? Because that sucks. L Capcom. Man, I don't get it. I just think that I feel like it's always Japan that has these issues. It's never China. It's never Korea. It's always Japan. Like, what is going on, man? It's never like game industries anywhere else but Japan that have these issues regarding like copyright. And I do hope that with time that goes, that they will kind of learn a little bit more about how to deal with things on the internet, because at the moment it seems like they see anybody else use their IP, even though they purchase it, they own the product, they're playing it, they're presenting it, they're advertising it. Even if they see all of this, they are still just like going all red and fucking freaking starting to strike them left and right is awful. It makes you not want to play any games. And I always like, I'm gonna be real, for a long time I thought I couldn't even play Pokemon or Nintendo games, because I thought like Nintendo was so on the track of like copy striking everybody without a license. And these things stick. Like, I don't know if that's still a thing. I don't think it's still a thing, but I'm still worried about playing their games. It's really weird. But regardless, I think that if they keep going like this, they will just be washed out of the market, because look at how like there are many games that are taking their formula and making it better. Look at Palworld, look at anything else. I think that this kind of mindset is kind of is very dated, and I hope that they move on and don't like, I don't know, like go this rampant wild. Regardless, tell me what you think in the comment if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you are, feel free to like the video itself. I would really appreciate it. And also sub to the channel so you can see more of these kind of videos, and I would love to hear from you more and have you here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.